It's Ethan, and I decided to make a video to educate some people about trans issues and just in general education of trans people in general, just to maybe dispel some things for people if they're unfamiliar. And I'm going to read some things and explain some things so that things are a little bit more clarified, and hopefully this video helps. So. Alright, here's some information about transgender people, and this is for your friends and your family, for everybody that's listening and watching. If your friend or family member has come out to you as transgender, you may be wondering how to respond. Everyone does so differently. Many are confused and have questions. On some are relieved they know what's been on their loved one's mind, and others are hurt they weren't told sooner. You may feel a mixture of all of these emotions and more. You may not even be able to understand what it is that you're feeling. Regardless of how you're feeling, though, it is helpful if you can reassure your family member or friend that your feelings for them have not suddenly disappeared. Let them know that you will try your best to support them through this process. It is okay to tell them there is going to take some time to adjust. Be honest with them if you have questions you'd like to ask, as they too had questions they had to answer along the way. If you have questions you're comfortable asking, you can find resources elsewhere. Support groups, both online and in many cities and towns across the country, can help you get the answers you're looking for. There's also a range of books and websites that offer more information. You can find resources and answers to some common questions at the end of the guide, which is on HRC.com, Human Rights Campaign. This is basically the Transgender Visibility Guide. Some of this information is from that website and a different website. Here's some information about transgender people and violence to them. This is a lot of information, so I mean, too bad if it's too long, but this video needs to be made to educate people because I'm tired of the ignorance. In any case, more than 75% of American voters believe it should be illegal to fire someone just because they are transgender, and that's from the Human Rights Campaign poll of 2005. Nearly 65% of Fortune 100, the country's most profitable businesses, offer non-discrimination policies that cover gender identity. More and more companies add these protections every year. That's Human Rights Campaign 2010. Meanwhile, 26% of transgender workers report losing their job because of their gender identity, and 97% report other negative experiences in the workplace, from verbal harassment to assault, to which I've experienced personally, and have actually been laid off from a job for being trans. In 2009, gender identity was added to federal hate crimes law, explicitly protecting transgender people under federal civil rights law for the first time. Hate crimes against LGBT Americans, however, continue to be a significant problem, and efforts to end hate crimes must continue. Military regulations deny transgender Americans the right to serve openly, and transgender veterans face significant discrimination in the Veteran Administration medical system. And that's from the Transgender American Veterans Association Palm Center study, August 2008. In the majority of states, it is illegal to fire someone from his or her job simply because of their transgender status. While challenges exist, there are many transgender and transgender-friendly faith leaders and communities throughout the United States and beyond. Throughout history and across cultures, people have expressed themselves in ways that we might consider transgender. Some Native American cultures even identify two-spirited people as a revered class, which is like a high class. Native Americans actually think that transgender people are very honorable people because they are two-spirited, in their culture. According to some estimates, 0.25 to 1% of the U.S. population is transsexual, but the actual percentage of those who identify under the broader transgender identity is thought to be much higher, which it is higher in my opinion. Transgender non-discrimination protections in colleges and universities are on the rise, with more and more focus on full protection among institutions of higher learning, for students, faculty, institutions, and staff, including all 8 Ivy League institutions, which is like Harvard, etc. Many colleges and universities now offer gender-neutral housing options for students living on campus. There is no safe city, there is no safe state for transgender people in the United States, says Lisa Mott, a co-author of the National Transgender Discrimination Survey. The study, conducted by the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force and National Center for Transgender Equality, surveyed 65,000 transgender Americans. Overall, we found that 26% of 26% of transgender folks had experienced some type of physical assault because they were transgender. Mott says, well over half of these polls said they have experienced serious discrimination. This includes being incarcerated, evicted, fired because of their transgender identity. Washington, along with other jurisdictions, has extended legal protections on transgender people. 10 years ago, only 2 states have such laws. Now 15 states do. That's amazing. So I just wanted to give some information about transgender stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is what I do best, so hope I educated. Check you later.